Video specifically, I'm going to be having a lot of ideas, not a lot, just a few. The first idea I have is a mech, a tank mech, where instead of like energy shields, it will have like physical shields, new type of shield. During this movement phase, it will have shields from the sides and maybe from the top. However, in the stationary phase, it has two phases. It will deploy a full frontal shield in a 120-degree angle. So it will clump up all the shields from sides and maybe top to the front and become stationary. Okay? Now the only way to deal with this mech, if you want to deal from front, is either from missile type of weapons, with any weapon with AoE damage, like missiles and artillery, or deal with it with scout mechs or surges, like Surge and Eclipse. Now, the fact that it can't turn, it can't move, it's permanently stuck. Okay, unless you just return back to your movement phase. Many mechs can actually sneak up behind. So that's what I think. I think like maybe snipers and heavy duty weapons, maybe missile weapons, can be a great pick for this weapon, for this mech. But anyways, that's the first idea of a mech I have, at least. Weapon number 1. Think of a nozzle, rocket nozzle. Okay. The thing that you see before you is an idea, or like at least I tried to model one, where it shoots from around here. I don't know what you're gonna do with the middle, but maybe I'll find out, or maybe my queen will find out. I don't know. It will fire from around. Now the perk of this weapon will be that it is like effective in both close range and long range. So it can be a both sniper and close quarter, both combined at the same time. Okay. When it's close to the enemy, when it's at close quarter kind of range, it will apply the overheat effect, and if it's on long range like a sniper, it will apply the stasis effect. Now, yeah, it's just like an idea for me, but if you're EMP'd and you're still holding the fire trigger, you would still be able to fire until it's depleted. Or if you don't hit the fire trigger while you're EMP'd, then you don't fire. Now, something else I would like to add about this is, while sprinting, the weapon will also give an additional boost of speed. Not any type of movement speed, but like, no, the sprint speed. That's it. That's the only thing that I would like to add here. The other mech that I have is a support mech. I have 2 other support mechs coming up. This is one of them. This is a support mech that teleports to the ally, providing healing and shield. I'm actually kind of debating whether it should be healing or more damage to your allies. It's just like the Warbots Demeter. If you play Warbots, then you must know the Demeter. But the shield is not a dome. It's like the Bastion shield, all around. Not from the top, not from the bottom. But, like not but. And if you die while teammates are around you, your teammates will benefit from that with a big healing and a 5-second immunity from fronts and sides, not top, not back, not bottom. Okay, I think it should have 24 energy capacity. I mean, like, it's already crazy as it looks. But I think the teleport shouldn't be like the Seeker. I think it should be farther than the Seeker because it's a support mech. It should help. But the weapon. Okay? The weapon is what makes this support mech really effective. If you try to equip it on like another robot, another mech, it would be effective. Okay? This weapon, great for team plays, is like a bomb, but not a bomb that deals a lot of damage, but a bomb that deals a little damage and a negative effect. But the negative effect will depend on the enemy's role that you're targeting. For example, you're targeting a tank, enemy will take more damage. Maybe overheat. If it's an attacker, enemies will deal less damage. If it's a scout mech, it will receive slowness, not stasis. Slowness, I mean, like the feet of the mech does not move very quickly. You will be able to move the camera around and shoot, but you wouldn't be able to move. Like, the maneuverability would not be good. If it's a support mech, good luck, cause you might escape or you might die. Because support mechs are usually the type of mechs that you stand beside them. If you fire that bomb on a support mech, the enemy has literally 4 seconds before a 25-meter radius explosion happens. That means any robot that is slow or already at low HP, they're dead. You could decrease the radius if you want to, but I think 25 should be good. Okay, the other mech that I have. This mech, I don't know how it will look like, but I know what it can do. This mech, once you activate the ability, will have flying hexagons around the mech, like a dome. Not like a static dome, but a dynamic dome. If an enemy shoots at it, all of the hexagons will move towards where the firing comes from. If it's javelin, it will like move with the javelin until the hexagons block that javelin. Here's where the perk comes in. You may be blocking damage from multiple directions. Though I think it's pretty crazy, it's actually pretty good. Basically, each hexagon will be blocking damage from multiple sides, okay? This ability might have a durability, may not have a durability, I don't know. But basically, I think it should only have 5 hexagons. I don't think it needs more than that. But what I think it should be like is that the biggest hexagon is at the farthest, and the smallest one is at the closest. That's how this mech should work, practically. The weapon not for this mech, but a weapon that I think it should be a good idea to implement in Mech Arena is, think of a harpoon that fires 130 meters. Once it gets a hold on a player, the player gets pulled, the camera moves up, and if the enemy stops, maybe from an obstacle or from an enemy ally, the enemy that you got that you hooked up will take massive damage. Like, I don't want to say stupendous, but I think it should get a lot of damage. But if you move to a corner, I think that line should be cut and the enemy would not be affected. Though I think it will be motion sickening because of how the movement will be. Yeah, that's like every idea that I have. I hope you liked it. If you want to hear from me more ideas, stay tuned. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, what you want to add, what you don't want to add. Maybe Mech Arena will hear them. Maybe Mech Arena would actually implement them. Maybe Mech Arena will explain why they don't want to, or maybe they'll just refuse. We'll see. Thank you all for watching. Happy Wednesday. I think, yeah, it's Wednesday.